Good evening. First, I'd like to have Andrea, our interpreter, go ahead and give her introduction. Hi, Andrea.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Andrea. I'm here with the Community Language Cooperative. We're going to practice language justice and we're going to have simultaneous interpretation in English and in Spanish so that we can hear in the language of our heart. I know that we have some presenters today, so I'm going to ask that you speak at a conversational pace so that I'm able to interpret everything that you're saying accurately. Try to take deep breath as you're speaking. If at some point you're speaking too quickly, I'm going to turn on my camera. I'm going to do this. It just means please stretch your words so that I can keep up with you. If that doesn't work, I'm going to let our host know that I need you all to slow down, and the host will probably interrupt and ask for a little bit of a slower presentation. If you are on Zoom, you're going to see a globe. Actually, this is the wrong instruction now. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is going to be in Spanish as well. Hola a todos, soy Andrea, estoy aquí con la Community Language Cooperative. Vamos a practicar la justicia del lenguaje el día de hoy. Vamos a tener interpretación simultánea en inglés y en español para que podamos escuchar en el idioma de nuestra preferencia. Si estás viendo esto en YouTube en este momento, va a haber una grabación en español que va a estar también en el YouTube de la ciudad de Sheridan. Thank you, host, and we can start interpretation now.
Cool. Thank you. I will go ahead and call the May 11, 2026 work session meeting of the City Council to order at, wait a minute, 6:06 or 18:06. All council members are not present. We have one missing. Christoph Clark was out of town and just let me know here a few minutes ago that he's just landed, so he's not going to be able to make it. So I would need a motion to go ahead and excuse him. Oh, not for work session. You're right. Never mind. I don't have to excuse him.
Yep,
He's
just
excused.
the regular session.
Yeah, he's excused for this one. This evening, we're going to start with presentations by our interns from Red Rocks Community College, and now I will turn it over to the Sheridan Police Department. Which is amazing. Interns and family.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Today we would like to welcome our interns. We have Isaac, Tara, Manny, and Morgan. They've been with us the last 4 months approximately. They've done an outstanding job. Also want to thank the Red Rocks Community College, our partners, for making this come to fruition. I have to say this is an example of how partnerships grow and turn into things that sometimes we don't even know is going to happen. So Commander Ledger and Jerry Sanchez and myself, we all worked for Denver Police Department. And Commander Ledger was talking to Professor Sanchez now that he's over at Red Rocks Community College, and we started talking about an intern program. I looked back in my emails and it looked like it was back in June of 25 where we first started emailing about this. They worked extremely quickly. We, of course, got permission from our city manager, and we went through our city attorneys and worked closely with the attorneys and so forth with Red Rocks Community College. And quickly, they put this together. So at now as an accredited class at Red Rocks Community College, CRJ 2080. Our interns get credit for that. But more importantly, I believe they got some real life experience in law enforcement and city government. And tonight is an exciting night because we get to hear from them. I'm hoping there won't be things that they talk too bad about us. So we'll see how that goes. I have not seen the presentations. And even though I had a chance to look at the presentations before tonight, I wanted to wait for tonight and let them present it. So yes, thanks to everyone that helped us come to fruition. Not only the police department, but our city partners that were intimately involved in this and helped give some of the insights of their jobs to our interns, and such a wonderful impact. But more importantly, what this did for me as a person was it reminded me and showed me how we can get things done that we weren't really setting out to do if we just allow ourselves to have an open mind and think of how can we improve things. And then the part that really was wonderful for me is seeing 4 young people like this, the wonderful attitudes they have, the abilities that they have, and just their outlook on life. It fills an old man like me with a lot of refresh and the ability to want to move forward and see our community grow and what good hands we're in because of people like that. But again, thanks to them, most importantly, for taking this journey. It was had to be a scary step for them because we didn't have a program before this. So they're the first ones that get to tell us how this went. And then also, from what I understand, other police departments are now working with Red Rocks Community College on possibly expanding so others can get an opportunity to do this. So again, great job. I have to give Commander Ledger from our side a lot of credit. He's a get it done kind of person, and he helped push us through along with Professor Sanchez, who is another person like that. And I'm proud of both of you for bringing this to fruition. So without further ado, I'm going to let Professor Sanchez say a few words, and then we'll go from there.
Good evening. My name is Jerry Sanchez. I am the criminal justice faculty member at Red Rocks Community College. Thank you all for being here to help us celebrate our 4 interns reaching the finish line of a first ever internship partnership collaboration with the city of Sheridan and Red Rocks Community College. As the chief mentioned, this has been a labor of love. We've seen what criminal justice is. We understand that criminal justice has 3 components: corrections, courts, and of course, law enforcement. So we took this as an opportunity to really embrace the criminal justice program through the lens of law enforcement. And we are super grateful that Sheridan opened their doors to us to explore this experience through a lens outside of a traditional classroom. Some of the real world experience that was learned and some of the takeaways that they have are a testament to the great leadership that you have here at Sheridan. So Mayor, City Council, thank you very much for allowing us to do this for the very first time. Thank you, Chief Martinez, Commander Ledger, for the opportunity. And to the Red Rocks contingent, our family of Red Rocks folks are here with our fearless leader, our president, Dr. Pirius, from Red Rocks. We've got our internship partners, Evan, and our marketing partners from Red Rocks here as well. We do have some family and friends here in the audience from Red Rocks. And for those that cannot be here that are watching this live stream in Italy, we want to say welcome. But thanks again for letting us have a real experience that is outside the box. Outside conventional thinking. We've had an opportunity to really deep dive some contemporary issues, some things that allow or have allowed our interns to learn about decision making and to engage in some critical thinking. And it's through this partnership that we've had those things really develop into something much more than lip service about what we can do, the barriers that do exist between community and law enforcement, or community and city government. So we've kind of achieved our goal, and we are so grateful and thankful for this opportunity. Can't wait to hear their presentations, to hear their growth, seeing firsthand what they've experienced in terms of their writing. They've had to submit journals every week throughout this 15-week engagement. Their writing has grown tremendously. But moreover, their individual growth in terms of professional development, interpersonal skills, communication skills. I'm standing up here like a proud dad. So thank you for having us.
Thank you. Who's up first? We're ready for you.
That would be me.
Don't forget to tell us who you are.
Yeah, so I'm Isaac Weiss. And I want to thank you all for taking the time out of your evenings, coming out here today to support all us 4 interns and the hard work we've done. We're all excited to be here. And I also want to thank everyone who made this internship opportunity possible and successful. So that would be Professor Jerry Sanchez here, Chief Martinez, Commander Ledger, Commander Connolly, Lieutenant Jackson, and everyone else at Red Rocks and Sheridan PD that made this the opportunity that it was. So I'll talk a bit about myself, introduce myself, and talk about what I did as an intern. So I'm Isaac Weiss. I grew up in Boulder, Colorado, went to school there for the first 17 years of my life. And then for my first semester of college, I did a semester in Germany and then moved back here for the spring semester of 2024 at Red Rocks Community College and have been here since. I am an engineering student at Red Rocks Community College, and the astute among you might know that engineering is not criminal justice. So why am I here and not at Lockheed Martin?
What?
So I'm here because I want to be a cop, but I want to be on the bomb squad in the near future. So through Red Rocks, I can easily transfer to the Colorado School of Mines and get a bachelor's degree in mathematics with a minor in explosives engineering, which would help me out a lot in that goal. Moving on to my internship experience though now, I worked in two fields. I was with Patrol as a ride-along, and I worked with all the administrative branches here at the city of Sheridan. So on the ride-alongs, I asked questions, I observed, and I listened. And as an administrative assistant, I worked with the city clerk, I worked with our courts here, I worked with records, and I worked with evidence. And all of those, I learned a lot from those. So I didn't just learn about the operations of Sheridan PD and the patrol there. I learned about the whole city and have come to really appreciate it. So I'll begin with talking about my project first. I did my project on place network investigations, and there is a sheet right over there if you want to grab it by the end to learn more about it and see my project. Feel free to do so. If you need a copy, I can copy some more, so don't worry. I have 35 copies right there. So place network investigations, or PNI, is a crime fighting strategy that targets micro hotspots in our communities and uses community and police collaboration to do so. It's needed to reduce violent crime and especially gun violence, and it is extremely successful in that. It's been deployed in major metropolitan cities, including Denver, and Commander Ledger here will tell you all about how effective it is there. It also strengthens our community ties because it really relies on working together with the community, having law enforcement community to be one force in order to succeed in stopping crime. This matters in order to create an even more safer Sheridan and to grow a stronger public relationship and trust with law enforcement. The purpose of this project is to kind of break the ice and allow just a basic understanding of what PNI is. It's intended for city decision makers and SBD command who don't know about place network investigations in order to get more familiar with it and have further discussions and research about how, if they want to implement it, and how best to implement it in our city. The development process was pretty seamless. I used my STEM experience and from my personal background alongside with some criminal justice or crime statistics projects I developed as an intern here at Sheridan. That's what piqued my interest in this topic because I just really like that analytical approach to finding results to real world problems. And I used agency guidance from asking general questions to our command and patrol staff here at Sheridan PD about what they've experienced, what crimes they've seen, how best to help remedy that. And I also ended up asking some specific questions about place network investigations to mainly Commander Ledger here about that. My final deliverable, it's a double-sided sheet here that you can pick up again, 35 copies. It just goes over a brief overview of what PNI is, where it's been implemented in the world, in our nation, how it can be seen in Sheridan, what we can imagine happen if it is implemented, and the results of that, and the steps taken right now to implement it. Ultimately, this project can help move Sheridan forward by stopping crime at its roots, P&I believes that criminals aren't everywhere. Crime is committed by a few number of people, just a small amount in very specific places. And by building an intelligence network through this investigatory process, we can help identify these people who need our help. So that way we can officially shuffle resources to help them, however that may look. It also builds meaningful bonds with the public that helps us in the investigatory process, but as well as the people we help through this. And all of this will create a strong foundation for a bright future at Sheridan. Throughout my whole internship experience, I demonstrated and used many skills. In administration, I primarily use soft skills like professionalism, organization, attention to detail, along with technical skills like the Microsoft Suite, which I don't have any formal training in, but was able to successfully use to accomplish goals like sending out show cause letters for our courts and searching through the entirety of 2014 and 3/4 of 2015's case files to determine what cases need to stay and what need to be shredded according to department policy. On patrol, I used observation, communication, active listening, and obeyed officer safety at all times in order to successfully gain all nuggets of wisdom and knowledge I could get to help further my professional goals, as well as just become a better person in general. My project saw a coalescence of both these skills alongside skills from my personal life, like problem solving and research, alongside organization and communication to deliver an effective project. I've seen so much growth throughout this whole year, and if I had an hour and a half, I probably wouldn't be done talking about it, but I only have 10 minutes, so we'll just move it through it fast. Since my midterm, I've identified that my strengths going into this have been my professionalism, ethics, integrity, and passion. And I've seen immeasurable growth in my communication, problem solving, confidence, and seen a positive feedback loop with my passion be developed through this internship. Without this experience, I wouldn't have had this growth, and I don't know where I'd be in my life without it. All of this led to professional conduct and ethics. I attended every week at regular shifts with enthusiasm and accountability. I always respected chain of command, addressing rank and following orders when given without complaint. I also maintained confidentiality at all times, especially in my journals, being intentional not to divulge any personal information whatsoever, even stuff as small as like personal pronouns. You couldn't tell who I was talking about. Well, I was still able to be articulate about details and elements of a crime. All of this led to effective communication that was both professional and respectful. Ultimately, throughout this entire internship experience, I've seen how much value this internship can provide the agency, Red Rocks Community College, and the community as a whole in the future. This internship allows students to immerse themselves in law enforcement, which is a very, very rare opportunity. Law enforcement is a hard thing from what I hear and what I've seen to get your foot in the door. So this internship opportunity is perfect for that. It allows us to forge strong candidates through experiential learning in order to create a better generation of law enforcement. By investing in our success early, you help us achieve the careers we want to achieve, while also being able to pay it forward back to you as we move into law enforcement, especially here at Sheridan. All of this facilitates a perfect pipeline into law enforcement where students can go to community college, put in the work to get into this internship, and then have a seamless process into the Red Rocks Law Enforcement Academy and into the Sheridan Police Force or any other police agency they want to. Looking back on this whole internship, I've gained bountiful wisdom. It's been an unrivaled growth opportunity. I've developed wonderful connections and met amazing people that work here and developed an extensive network. And I have immense gratitude for everyone that works here and the work you do. It's truly God's work, and thank you for that. Moving forward, it's only reinforced my career goals of becoming the best patrol officer I can. And I am now able to apply the boundless wisdom that I've achieved and gotten here in my future goals. And I'm able to share this experience with my peers, even those who are not in a law enforcement field. to encourage them to approach and just seize these internship opportunities that come their way to make the most of them. And ultimately, this all allows me to pursue excellence in a field that demands it every day. Thank you. You have any questions?
Actually, I do have a question.
Yeah.
So you were taking classes,
Hmm.
doing an internship.
Yes. Calculus 3 and Physics 1, to be exact.
Of course you were. Of course. And a journal, which
Mhm.
just even going through pronouns, oh my gosh, that had to
Yeah.
be pretty difficult. Um, you have a lot to be proud of.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you so much. That means a
Yeah,
lot.
I'm sure your family's very proud.
Yeah. They're watching right now. They woke up at 1:30 in Ascoli Piceno, Italy. They're retired. So
Well, I'm not feeling too bad that they're in Italy, but
yeah.
good for them to be watching because,
Yeah.
yeah, they have a lot to be proud of. That's a lot.
Mhm.
I
Thank you.
think you'll do fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And you can tell you've got a very bright future.
Thank you.
Yeah. So excited for you.
Thank you. Any more?
Anyone else?
Anyone from the crowd too? Yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's that?
Take a breath.
Hello, my name is Tara. I am very grateful that I was given this opportunity to be part of the criminal justice internship. I am proud to be one of the first criminal justice interns. We were tasks included assignment with helping in records, filing, observing courts, read-alongs, and more. This internship has been eye-opening to new possibilities into the future. Because of this internship, I've grown as a person, a student, and I'm very thankful to Commander Ledger, the chief, and Sheridan, and my amazing family. Sheridan Police Department demonstrates many great values, prioritizing fairness, equality, opportunities, and so everyone can benefit. Values of integrity, accountability, inclusion, and community partnership, as well as demonstrating social control theory by promoting community policing, improving the quality of community by involving itself into social networks, helping to promote public safety. Sheridan is a great community. However, a community can always be enhanced. Sheridan Food Pantry is a great way to bring a community together. Sheridan's Food Pantry feeds about 30 families per week to sometimes over 200 families in a week. They partner with Food Bank of the Rockies, where they get most of their food from. Then on Thursday, volunteers start their day around 10:30 in the morning, setting up tents, tables, and setting up the food pantry. Sorry. Where people are able to drive up, receive food. However, I believe that it should be open to unhoused individuals, allowing walk-ups to get bags dedicated for the homeless. Sheridan Food Bank volunteers manage two lines, one for vehicles and one for walk-ups. However, unhoused individuals located in Sheridan do not necessarily know they can receive food donations. People who receive food donations fill out paperwork such as their zip code, address, and phone number. However, what about the homeless who do not have an address, phone numbers, or identification? They are not able to receive donations due to the food pantries ensuring fair access. Solution: allowing unhoused individuals to have an ID bypass for people experience homelessness or emergencies, with a waiver providing proof of homelessness if Sheridan's Food Pantry could come out with a waiver that could be handed out to people seen on the streets or come up to Sheridan's Food Pantry. However, this is completely up to the person's choice if they choose to want help. Sheridan's Food Pantry can also help with food waste. 50% of food goes to waste. Sheridan's Food Pantry can partner with food industries such as Walmart, Target, and donate food instead of industries throwing away food using community donations. For example, I know that King Soopers throws away fully cooked chicken every week or so. Don't know if it's weekly. By promoting a better food pantry, not just for low-income families, but also making it open to unhoused individuals will help uphold Sheridan's image of equality, community policing, and strengthen community trust. Promoting a better food pantry will help of officers strengthen community trust. Sheridan Police Department faculty could dedicate one day to help distribute food in a natural environment, indicating to the people to not be afraid of the police, that they are here to help, following the community to see a vulnerability side of law enforcement, viewing officers more than just authority figures, as well as helping promote social control theory. If a food pantry could have little to-go bags or keep on hand water, wet wipes, and etc., as well as non-perishable items to hand out to the unhoused individuals when interacted. The criminal justice internship. The criminal justice internship helped me to demonstrate and improve multiple skills, such as my writing skills, active listening skills, and professional skills, as well as being professional by being on time, dressing appropriately, and being respectful to the community, and demonstrate kindness to everyone, no matter the background. For example, every week we were required to write a journal on our weekly adventures, our observations, professional insight, and what we have learned. This helped me to reach a new understanding of how to be more professional in communication for writing a perspective, and how to really analyze my understandings and how to provide a better structure to my internship adventures. But my most important skill and lesson I've learned was my communication. I still have ways to grow, but in the criminal justice internship has really pushed me to come out of my shell. I was diagnosed with selective mutism. Selective mutism is a social anxiety disorder where in some social situations can cause intense anxiety that can cause the amygdala to become overactive, leading to the brain to be stuck in flight, fight, or freeze mode, often leaving a person with selective mutism to freeze in this social situation. Even though I am naturally very shy, my quietness has always been my weakness and had always been seen as the quiet kid, and saw it as a reason that made me different, which I hated being different and being viewed different. Even during the internship, I was called worse than quiet, which really hurt. Made me hate being quiet even more. With that said, you don't know the person's story. You don't know the story of the person in front of you. So always lead with kindness, because you never know what the person's going through. From the comment that hurt me became to a reminder that to not judge someone for who they are, where they come from, for you don't know their journey and behind it. The internship to me was more about the people than chasing crime, but showing me that it's not just about what you say, but how you say it and the impact that comes from it. Thank you. Any questions?
I am very impressed. I'm a nurse, so I totally understand um, your condition, and wow, your mother almost made me cry. So I had to look away, but that's pretty amazing, and I think you did great.
Thank you.
I think you will do great.
Thank you.
This is just a stepping stone.
Yes.
Yeah. And you stood up here in front of all of these people
Thank you.
and did a fine job.
Thank you.
So you have much to be proud of. And going through this internship, I think that you're just going to do great things.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm very proud of you. Yeah, you should be proud of yourself too.
Thank you. I am.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello, want to say hi to everybody. My name is Emmanuel. Some of you know me as Manny or Manuelito, but sorry she's not here today. Today I'm really sad, right? Because I'm done, and it's hard to be done in a place where you learn a lot of things and met a lot of nice people. At the same time, I'm really happy because I get to tell these experiences to my family, to my friends, and just enjoy this internship with all my friends here. So I'm a criminal justice major at Red Rocks. I'm trying to get my bachelor's in criminal justice. Also, I'm really motivated, and Professor Sanchez motivated me to want to be on the gang unit like him. He's been a great guy who helped me a lot during my process here, and I want to be able to help the community like he did, and all the officers that, well, they went out, but all the
It went up
officers here.
later.
But continue. But yeah, so my topic for today, I want to say it's community policing. Why this matter? We know that a lot of people are afraid of cops or just the city council or just court, right? But this city have a great community. I saw it with my own eyes. I experienced it, and I even had the opportunity to engage with them. It's great. Just in how officers talk to people, engage with people. Obviously, there's different ways to engage with people in different situations, right? But officers taught me a lesson that is always show your human sides to them, because like Tara said, we never know what they're going through, who they came from, or what's going on in their life. So my purpose for this project is to let you know that your officers are doing a great job in the streets. I was able to help a little bit translating in Spanish because I'm from Mexico. I'm not from here. I speak two languages. You guys have a great team, and I'm proud of that. And you demonstrate that, at least to me, that you gotta be a human guy to everybody. Sometimes we will take someone to the jail, thing that impressed me, right? Because the jail is not fun. But even though we took people to the jail, we offer them water, we offer them snacks sometimes, because we know that they're human, and there's people out there who's trying to recover from their past. But life is hard, and you gotta give them a second chance. And does not mean that you gotta treat them bad just because they're going to the jail. You gotta be nice because they're trying, and they will be able to do it one day, right? Also, this project, I made it based on ride-alongs, talking to my great people in records who are great. And hi, Commander. And just being able to hear everybody's stories and everybody's background, it's impressive to know like they also went for rough things, because we are all humans. We all make bad choices in some point of our life. But change it. This internship was great. I'm gonna be honest. I think if other students take this, it's gonna be a great step for their criminal justice career or law enforcement. Like I mentioned, I want to be in the gang unit and follow my professor's steps, which I'm really proud of you, sir. All of you made me think that life is hard and we all deserve second opportunities. And sometimes as a city, it's really hard to let people know that we are here to help and not to harm, because that's what problem with a lot of cities, that they think that police is only out there to harm people. But the reality is like, here, we are trying to help everybody we can in any way that we can. Obviously, sometimes we might not be able to help in some ways, but we are going to try to find solutions for the long term. A lot of skills that I demonstrated was communication, initiative, being professional here, observe a lot how they do their job, maybe asking questions why they did the same that they think, how, why, because. Teamwork and problem solving were a lot of things that I had to do, especially when I need to translate for people, because translating something in Spanish to English and English to Spanish is not easy. I make it look easy, but it's not. So there's a lot of things that I demonstrated during this internship. Other things like my curiosity for law enforcement went up. I wanted to know more and more and more. And my attitude, I was here, was happy. Even though I was going for a bad day, I was trying to be happy because life is once and it goes fast. Um, I had a really strong communication pretty much with everybody here, command staff, officers, and my confidence in talking in front of people was great. I used to be really shy, but not anymore. And my awareness, something that my professor and officers taught me, is like always be aware of your surroundings, because anything can change and happen in seconds. So that's something that I improved during this internship. And yeah, briefing starts 6 in the morning. I usually do day shift or swings. Um, I was here at 5:30 in the morning. You're gonna call me crazy, but I was here, you know. And for me, it's hard to be too early sometimes awake, but I made it work. I was be respectful because they are high ranked people and they're humans, and we all deserve being respect and show that respect to everybody, and being accountable. I always took this internship serious because this is a one at a time opportunities that I had, and it was my first big opportunity that I had in my life. I never thought I would have this experience so fast while getting my education, but I'm really proud and really happy to be here. Um, some value to you guys is that you guys are doing a great job. Community trusts you, community feels safe with you, and the community wants more officers like the ones that you have already, that show to appear into events and have conversations. There's times that we'll be into 7-Eleven getting snacks or putting fuel on the car, and conversations were like 3-5 minutes long. It didn't have to be a 20 an hour minute conversation. Small conversations make good engagement with community, and people will say, "Officer, thank you for your service. Officer, thank you for being here. Is this a new recruit? Like, he's my intern." And they will say it. You are riding with a great officer. He gave me a citation, but he was nice and cool. So you know what I mean? So it's fun. And for all the business owners who are trying to come into Sheridan, it's a great city. It's a great place. I enjoy it. And people here take their job seriously, and they will try to find out solutions for you if you have any trouble. So let's keep doing what I said. Let's keep training our officers and our personnel being nice and respectful. And let's keep building these nice conversations and community engagement with the people, because that's what people want. Being able to hang out with officers at least for 5 minutes and have a nice conversation, maybe personal life, maybe not, or just asking questions about something legal or just a dumb question. But let's keep doing this because it's making a difference out there. And to close this, I want to say that this was a great opportunity. And I come from a background where cops are way different. But uh, seeing how police work here and they work in teams and they treat each other with family, because there were times that we were eating lunch and we just joke around with each other because we're humans and this is a tough job, right? And we might see things that are really bad or are going to be days really busy, but you have to have that fun with each other, say jokes with each other. Uh, and what I learned here is like you all treat each other like family, which I think is a huge part for this city and this department. And I want to say something that I told Chief Martinez one time when we were talking. I'm really proud of the people that you have working here, sir. It's a great community, great people here. And I will say as many times, I'm proud of that. And I want to say thank you, all Red Rocks personnel, for being here and this great opportunity. Oh, and Sheridan Police Department and the city, thank you all for being here and for this great opportunity. Thank you. Any questions?
Question? Go ahead. No?
Oh.
Nothing even in Spanish? Come on.
All right.
Well, that was
Bro.
great.
Bro.
You could have done it in Spanish. That would have been nice.
Nah, I'm good.
That would have been nice. But yeah,
Well,
no, you
no.
did great.
All right.
Oh.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, and you want to, wait, you want to go into, what area do you want to
So
go?
I want to first start as an officer. I would love to start here because it's a great agency.
I know, right?
Yeah. I want to move slowly, and I want to follow my professor's steps when on the gang unit because he has so many crazy stories, but it's gonna be fun.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's admirable.
Yeah.
Because that I think would be a very difficult job, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, you're just doing great. This is amazing. And what else are you studying then?
I'm getting my associates right now in criminal
Okay.
justice. I'm trying to transfer anytime soon. I don't know where yet, but
Somewhere that has a criminal justice,
Yeah.
right? But not too far so that you can come back to Sheridan.
exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
You can't keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You don't want to go out of state.
Yeah. No, I love
and
here.
Stay
so-
close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's really cool. And it sounds like you've made some really good friendships. So,
Thank you.
yeah, and they will go with you, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, very proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Manuelito.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Morgan Meunier, and I was lucky enough to be a part of the first internship with Sheridan Police Department. I just want to say thank you to the department, Chief Martinez, Commander Ledger, and all the officers who helped me and support me through my experience. And I want to say thank you to my mentor and my teacher, Professor Sanchez, for giving me this opportunity and believing in me since day one.
Mm.
It's meant a lot to me and helped me grow for my future career. I finished my internship with Sheridan Police Department and got to see what officers do every day. I watched how they patrol, and what their jobs are like, and how they talk to people in the community. It helped me understand that building relationships with the community is really important for policing and in law enforcement. During my internship, I noticed that people need more awareness about staying safe. A lot of problems could be avoided if people just had the right information, but not everyone knows how to protect themselves or report these things. My project gives the police a chance to step in early by teaching people, which can help prevent crime and build better trust with the community. The point of my project is to make a safety guide for people in Sheridan. It gives simple, easy to understand info about how to stay safe and prevent crime. The goal is to help people feel more confident and know how to protect themselves and their possessions. To make this project, I used what I saw during my internship, like the kind of calls officers go on a lot. I also looked at common safety problems in the community that found simple ways to help prevent them. I got feedback from people at the department too to make sure everything was correct and helpful. The final product is a safety guide for the community that can be used to share information. It talks about staying safe, protecting your belongings, and how to report anything suspicious. I made it simple and easy to understand so anyone in the community can use it. And during this project, I developed skills such as communication, professionalism, and problem solving. I also got better at thinking things through and handling real life situations, which are really important in criminal justice. Since my midterm, I've grown a lot in my confidence and communication. I've got more comfortable in a professional setting and talking to people. I also used feedback to get better at my work and how I did overall during this internship. Being professional was really important during my internship. I showed up on time, came prepared, kept things confidential, and followed the chain of command. Doing this helped me build trust and show that I could be responsible. During this internship, it was a 135-hour course, and I completed over 100 hours more than that. And I came on time every single day. I was early every day. My project helps both the department and the community for the Sheridan Police Department. It gives them a simple tool they can use to share info with people. And for the community, it gives helpful safety tips that can help prevent crime and keep people more aware. This project supports Sheridan's future by encouraging safer neighborhoods and stronger community involvement. It promotes communication between residents and law enforcement, which helps build trust. Overall, it contributes to making an already strong community even better. Overall, I'm really proud of how much I've grown during this internship, especially with my writing and understanding things such as probable cause and LOVED. I also built strong relationship with the officers and learned how important communication is when working with the community. This experience was more than I expected. I came in wanting experience, but I'm leaving with a real passion for law enforcement and a lot more empathy for people and their situations. I also just want to thank Sergeant Hughes, Officer B, Officer Contreras, and Officer McClay for everything they taught me and for supporting me throughout this experience. Overall, I'm leaving with more confidence, better skills, and a clear purpose moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Any more questions? Morgan, what is it that you want to do when you are finished?
I actually am going into the police academy in the fall, so I
Sweet.
am going to become a police officer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you. Wow, that's impressive.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And so you went above and beyond. It sounds like all of you did. That's really impressive, and I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
And I'm just really proud of this program. It's always good for Sheridan to step out there and do something different than, work outside the box, because that gets things done. And apparently it has done some great things for some great young people, and I'm extremely proud of you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so
Thank you
thank you
so
so much. Wow, how impressive. Ah, makes me want to cry. Next, we have a review of the agenda item. City Manager Devin Cranberry, do you have anything?
Oh, we just have one action item on your regular agenda tonight, Mayor, and that is actually an agreement with All Health Network for our co-responder program. Maybe you guys learned about our co-responder program. There you go. All right. So you guys can stick around and do the presentation on that, right? No, okay. All right. But I am going to actually ask the chief really quickly to just do a high-level report on our co-responder program, just for council refresher.
I will do that in just a moment, but also before the interns leave, if we can give them their certificates that they have. And then, of course, downstairs we have a cake and some drinks, and love the interns and their families and Red Rocks Community College to go down there. I'll see if council will let me sneak away too, but
Yes, we'd like to take
yes, we
pictures
could do
of the-
pictures too.
Yeah.
But I'll, my boss said, talk about co-responders, so I'm going back
Okay.
there, so I still have a job.
Okay.
So our co-responder program, most of you know about that, but it is a person that is trained and has a degree in helping us deal with people that are in a crisis. So they ride along with our officers, and they help us with everything from someone in a mental crisis to someone that might just doesn't want to talk to a police officer. We have somebody in a soft uniform. They can go and talk to this person. We can offer them resources, everything from maybe a bus ride, or maybe they need some food. Maybe they just need someone to talk to, all those different types of things. But the co-responder, they are professionals. I like to say our officers are very professional at doing that too, but they don't have quite the training and the background that our psychological co-responders have. So they are a wonderful asset to us. I apologize that this contract is going through late. We get behind the ball because we have a grant that pays for 50% of our co-responder, and we had to get through all those different things. And with all the many different things going on, sometimes we fall late, and I apologize for that. But the co-responder is a wonderful tool that we have, and if you have any questions, I'll answer more.
Thanks. Any questions, anyone? Okay.
And then that's all we have on your regular agenda tonight, Mayor.
Then we can go ahead and adjourn the meeting so we can get the pictures and the certificates and
You bet.
what have you. So I'll go ahead and I will adjourn at 18:54. 18:53 or 7:53 PM for you. People.
All right, we'll go ahead and get
Chief coming back, Devin? Okay, we'll go ahead then. But we need to sign in. I can't. Maybe. Okay, good. I'm present. Everybody signed in? First, I'll go ahead and ask Andrea, our interpreter, to give an introduction.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Andrea with the Community Language Cooperative. We're going to be practicing language justice today, and we're going to have simultaneous interpretation in English and in Spanish. Hola a todos, soy Andrea, estoy aquí con la Community Language Cooperative. Vamos a estar practicando la justicia del lenguaje y tendremos interpretación simultánea en inglés y en español. Si estás viendo este video en este momento en YouTube en inglés, la grabación en español va a estar disponible en el futuro en el YouTube de la ciudad de Sheridan. Thank you, host, and we can start interpretation now.
Thank you.
I'd like to make a motion to excuse Christoph Clark for the meeting today.
I'll second.
Thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We will go ahead and call the meeting for, what is today? May 11th, 2026, at 7:04 PM or 19:04 or 19:04 for us that use military time. To order, will you please stand and join me for the invocation, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance?
But here's.
All you.
Lord of the universe, we acknowledge your power and your expectation that we be of service to those who have placed their trust in us. Let us renew our obligation to fulfill that expectation, just as the return of spring renews growth in the world around us, with a new commitment to help others in our community, our nation, and our world. With the power, influence, and insight that we as leaders in this place most certainly have, let us always remember that these are a blessing from you, and that charity is more fulfilling than decadence, and the golden rule a much richer yardstick than any bank account. Amen.
Amen. That was a good one. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Justice for all.
Very good. Next, we have the agenda approval. City Clerk, are there any changes to the
No.
agenda?
No changes to the agenda, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Staff reports, we'll start with you.
Thank you. Just a couple of updates. If you are planning to go to CML here in a few weeks, get with me so we can get your schedule and get you registered. Early bird sell ends on the 22nd. So planning to go, let's get you in soon. And then next, Reagan and I are headed next week to the IIMC conference for the International Institute of Municipal Clerks. So we will be out of office. We'll be checking email when we get a chance, but we will be back on the 26th. And that is all I have. Happy to answer any questions.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. The General Assembly finally goes home day after tomorrow. And yeah, praise be, right?
Praise be. Yeah.
Our firm will be providing a summary of legislation affecting municipal government that requires immediate attention. in the near future. So look for
Or
that.
cleaning up the mess. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll be letting us know what they've done.
We have only the powers of mortals, Mayor.
Thank you. Devin?
Yeah, Mayor, just a couple items for you tonight. One is just an update, as council might be aware, that the county had put together a sweetened beverage fee policy committee. And just a real quick update on where that is right now. The committee is kind of looking at placing a focus on education for policymakers. So we might anticipate having some folks come to council to talk with them about this. However, they have decided to pause their discussions around funding on this for the moment. So the idea, I think, is going to be to educate again, policymakers, the community, other things on the ideas behind this whole effort, but call a timeout on the discussions around funding on that for the time being. So just a little update on where that effort is. Also, a nice piece of good news. So rarely do we get money back from our health insurance people at all, but council may be aware, the city has been with Cigna Healthcare as our provider for a number of years. We have a program with them that's called Level Funding Program. And one of the benefits, I won't go into the whole thing on all of that, but one of the benefits that can come out of a level funding program is that when you have a good claim year, right? So you don't have as many claims going in, they give you credit for that. So we actually had what would be considered on our side a good claim year last year. And so what, as part of our program, we're going to get a credit that we get to apply to our health premium for this year of $106,872. So that's nice. Yeah, rarely do we, see your premiums drop or get money back or anything, but that's one of the reasons that we have been with Cigna, for as long as we have, and why we have that level funding program is that it does allow us that when we have those good healthy years, we get to take advantage of that. So those two things were where I'm at right now, Mayor, and just happy to answer any questions you might have. Hopefully that the building is more comfortable this time around. So we're getting there. We're getting there on the adjustments of the new HVAC system. So yeah, it was cold this morning, but it's better this afternoon. So we're getting there.
Very good. Anybody have any questions to staff? Next up is the approval of the minutes of the regular city council meeting of April 27, 2026. Are there any questions on the minutes? I have a motion from Councilwoman Stang and a second from Councilmember Moreno. Go ahead and cast your votes. That is approved. Next, we have the consent agenda, authorized disbursements that have been or will be made from April 16, 2026 to April 30, 2026 in the amount of $684,584.57 per the referenced and attached transfer of funds. I have a motion from Councilmember Camacho and a second from Councilmember Moreno. Are there any questions?
I have one.
Go ahead.
I wonder, Devin, if you'll know this. Jeremiah might know it better, but I saw there was like $6,000 for a unhoused camp cleanup. And I was just wondering, where was that?
I think it was down here behind Valentine's Marine, the boat store there. I think it was down in that. So that would be like the Quincy, basically the Quincy right away that would go through that way. I believe so, but I'm not 100% sure to tell you. I can find out, but I know that we had to do some action there not too long ago.
I have some addresses.
And do some
for you.
cleanup. Was that?
I have addresses for you.
Okay, what was it?
1500 West Hampton Avenue, 4301 South Federal Boulevard, and 4300 South Federal Boulevard.
So those two on the South Federal would have been the Quincy, where that area there, and then the other one, I'm not quite sure.
somewhere in Hampton.
But I know that we did have to do some cleanup around that back drainage there that would be Quincy if it went
Yeah.
through there. Yeah.
Were we able to get any of those people into the navigation center programs?
I'm not aware of that and I don't have that information.
Hmm,
Okay.
too bad. Okay. We need to be able to vote. Oh, go ahead.
One more, so we were paying outside contractors for that cleanup or?
So what we do is we put a little bit of money in the Public Works budget each year for potential cleanups of encampments. And what we do is that we do pay, we'll have some Public Works or city personnel go in there, but we also have, since it's considered hazardous and that it's a hazmat, so we do hire out a contractor that has training to go in there and special dispose of the hazardous materials they have in there. And that can be human waste, that can be needles, that can be a number of different items that we find in those encampments, just to protect our staff because we don't have the equipment and the training for them to deal with those hazardous materials.
Yeah, sounds like the safe way to do it. Thank you.
Yep, welcome.
Cool. We have a motion from Councilmember Camacho and a second from Councilmember Moreno. Go ahead and cast your votes. That also is approved. Next, we have items for individual consideration. We have Resolution 16-2026 on first reading. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Sheridan, Colorado, approving an agreement for crisis intervention services between the City of Sheridan and All Health Network. We have a motion from Councilmember Moreno and a second from Councilmember Whitaker. Are there any questions on Resolution 16-2026? Hearing none, go ahead and call for the vote. That also passes. Next we have, oh, thanks. Next we have Mayor's Choice, and I guess the only thing that I have to report is that the strike is finally over and the teachers ended up signing a contract that basically mirrored exactly the contract that they were offered in August. The school district gave them an extension from July 31st to December 31st and went from having 50+1 members to form a union down to 30+1 members to form a union. And that essentially was it. So
Glad that's over.
I am very glad that it's over, but we still haven't heard anything from Senator Bridges on his idea of consolidating the district into DPS. So.
And for council's information, I both called and left voice messages and emails with the state senator and have received no response either.
So may have to be a fight for next time around, but hopefully they'll close tomorrow before they do anything. Next up, and that's all I have. Next we have council members' choice. Anyone? Go ahead.
I'm so grateful for the bulk drop-off events that we do twice a year. It was amazing. I was able to help Monahans get rid of a bunch of their old furniture, get rid of an old couch. Like it's so amazing. Before I found out about it, I just didn't know what to do. It's $80 or more if you just want to take even a chair to the dump. So it was saved us so much money, the time. I'm just really glad we do that. Thank you.
Absolutely. I think it's a fantastic benefit for our citizens through our trash program. Real great benefit that comes with that, included in the trash rates that we have that are charged. So not an additional cost for those. It's included and part of that. And we'll have data here and we'll bring it back to council as to numbers when we know how much we collected.
Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Anyone else?
I have something. So I attended the Arapahoe County Mayors and Commissioners Youth Awards on Thursday. There were 18 students that received scholarships because of that. And being part of that was just very rewarding and impactful. So
Nice.
I really
I'm glad you
valued
got-
doing that.
Yeah,
Thanks for representing us there. I appreciate you going.
yeah. I'm
Thank you.
glad you got to go. Yeah, it's always fun. Nice. Hearing no one else, we'll proceed to public comment portion of the agenda. We have a couple of folks. So I will remind you, each person shall be permitted to speak for a period of time not to exceed 2 minutes, and a person's time may not be shared with another person. Public comment shall not exceed 20 minutes in total. Members of the public may provide comments on any topic not listed on the agenda. Comments are to be provided in person at the podium. And we will go ahead starting with Mr. Todd Van Sant. Please remember to state your name and your address. Go ahead.
You got it. Good, it's on.
Hey, Commander.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, staff. My name is Todd Van Sant, Commander of Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 9644 here in Sheridan, Colorado. I represent almost 800 members in this post here in your city. I wanted to take a couple minutes tonight to talk about something very positive that's coming to your city. The 106th Annual Department of Colorado Veterans of Foreign Wars State Convention held right here in your schools and in your VFW post. From June 25th to the 28th, veterans and their families from all over Colorado will descend on Sheridan, Colorado, in the local hotels and restaurants and eateries and all kinds of places to assemble to do the business, to conduct the business of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Department of Colorado. These are men and women who served our country in war zones around the world. We're the largest combat veterans organization in the U.S. and the oldest, formed in 1899 here in Denver, Colorado.
Wow.
This event brings real economic impact to our city. The local hotels will see increased occupancy, restaurants and businesses will see additional traffic, and visitors will be spending money throughout our great city. More importantly, it brings positive exposure to Sheridan as a community that supports veterans and welcomes statewide events. For nearly 80 years, Post 9644 has called this city home. We have worked hard to support this city through the community services, youth programs, scout organizations, food drives, veteran assistance programs, holiday events, and partnerships with local groups and nonprofits. Hosting this convention is another opportunity to showcase not only our post, but our city. We are proud to bring hundreds of veterans and supporters into Sheridan and hope they leave with a positive impression on our community, our businesses, and our partnership that VFW enjoys with this city. On behalf of the VFW, thank you for your continued support, and we look forward to representing Sheridan during this convention.
Thank you, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
Wait, can you please
Not taking
enter?
questions. No, I'm just
No.
gonna go ahead.
But shouldn't we introduce this?
So,
We have a new, soon
yes, I
commander?
didn't want to go too far over. We did elect new officers in the post this year, and we have a lot of brand new officers.
we do.
Our new post commander is Elizabeth Berner.
Yay.
John Whistler is not here. He's the same guy with the beard. You'll recognize him. That hasn't changed. We do have a lot of new officers here. And this is just a small scattering of folks. I wanted to bring them in to show support to our city council from our VFW post. And to kind of help bridge some of the information that we have between the two of us, as well as introduce the new commander to the council and the city staff. You'll see Elizabeth here quite a bit. She's also a resident of the city.
No.
So went from one city resident to another city resident.
Which is awesome.
Which is great.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yeah, again, almost 800 members in this post. So it's,
Nice.
we're the second biggest in the city and the fourth biggest in the state right here in your city. So
Very cool.
thank you all.
Thank you. Next we have Gary Bean. Uh-oh. You only have 2 minutes to say it in, though. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good afternoon.
Don't forget to tell us
Evening.
who you are and where you live.
My name is Gary Bean. I'm with the Post 9644. I'm the quartermaster. And I do live up in the upper edge of Denver off of Jewel and Federal. But I spend a lot of time at the post. We just spent 2 hours cleaning up a trail between is that Bear Creek Trail from Lowell to Andes there. And
Oh, right. Yeah.
so we picked up trash. We had the Boy Scouts, the Scouts with us. We had a group from both the auxiliary and the post. I feel like I do a lot more for this city than I do my own. I can call this home. I know that Sheridan Celebrates is one of our biggest things we do. We got representation at your committee meetings. We have representation at your events, your picnic area thing when you have all the vendors and we have the float every year. And I just want to let you guys know, we would rather be nowhere else but in Sheridan. And we appreciate all cooperation and working together that we can get.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Seeing no others. Anyone else? We can go ahead and call this meeting adjourned at this time, and it is 19:19 or 7:19 p.m. for all of you.